Hi there, it's Gabrielle Nicolet from SpeechKids, where we teach little kids to talk and help parents understand their little kids. And today we're going to talk about evaluations. And speech and language evaluations are something that we do as speech therapists, speech language pathologists, to understand all of the different aspects of speech and language. And so if you're not clear on the difference between speech and language, check out the post from last week on the difference there. But those are two different things, right? Speech is what's happening in your mouth, language is what's happening in your brain, and then language has a bunch of different components. And there's a lot of, how do we say this? There's sort of some areas specifically that we need in order to speak well, in order to think of ideas, put those ideas into words, find the words in our data storage system, put those sounds in order, so translate the meaning of the word into the sounds in the word, and then speak the words. It's like super complicated. I'm always saying, like, how anybody learns to speak is like a total mystery. But the first thing we want to do anytime we've got a child who is experiencing, particularly a child, but also anybody older who's had a stroke or who's having some other condition that's impacting their speech and language, we want to do an assessment and evaluation, because we need to know what areas of language are impacted. And so an evaluation is really, really important. But I want to say something else about this. An evaluation is a diagnosis is not as important as understanding the symptoms of what's happening. So I always say, and it's a little bit cavalier, so I will caution that, but I always say, I don't care what you have, I care how you are. I want to know what's going on and how I can help you with whatever's going on. So if a child isn't talking, we do want to know a little bit about why they're not speaking yet, but mostly we want to do the things that we know will help them speak. Now, depending on what's going on inside, maybe some of those things are a little bit different, and so that's where the importance of an evaluation comes in. But sometimes, particularly with very young kids, really what we see is what we get, and we want to treat what we see. So if I have a child who is not using any words, I'm going to try to get them to use some words, and I'm going to do that through a number of different techniques at my disposal to help them communicate better. And so for very, very young kids, really the evaluation consists of sort of understanding where they're being successful and where they're not being successful in their daily lives. As children get older, that's when we need to think about sort of more formal testing that has normed scores. So that's where the tests come in. And starting, some of the tests are okay around age 3, certainly by age 6. There are some very, very good language tests, and we want to do like a full assessment where we're really teasing out, again, all of these areas of language and speech. And so that's where a more formal evaluation can be really useful. But in general, we got to do the evaluation first, because we got to know what we're looking at, and then we go ahead and treat. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.